some intel about a night march. Wasn't announced. Some locals outside of King's group, unofficial, they call it. Supposed to have tomorrow night once King leaves jail. Go to some bleeding heart fundraiser in California.
So, King's out of town. A few cameras. And at night.
Find a reason to send us in there. We'll scare some real sense into them black bastards.
Y'all move back! Move back! Get back! Go back to
It's gonna be alright. Act like you reading your menu, okay? Pops. It's alright, Mom. It's gonna be cool. It's okay.
Jimmie Lee Jackson. Who murdered Jimmie Lee Jackson? We know a state trooper, acting under the orders of George Wallace, pointed the gun and pulled the trigger. But how many other fingers were on that trigger? Who murdered Jimmie Lee Jackson? Every white lawman who abuses the law to terrorize. Every white politician who feeds on prejudice and hatred. Every white preacher who preaches the Bible and stays silent before his white congregation. Who murdered Jimmie Lee Jackson? Every Negro man and woman who stands by without joining this fight as their brothers and sisters are humiliated, brutalized, and ripped from this earth. When I heard President Kennedy had been shot and killed, and when I heard just yesterday that Malcolm X, who stood in this very church just 3 weeks ago, had been shot and killed, I turned to my wife, Coretta, and said the same thing I often say when one of our leaders is struck down. Our lives are not fully lived if we're not willing to die for those we love and for what we believe. But today, Jimmie, we're doing the living and you've done the dying, dear brother.
Yes, Lord.
We will not let your sacrifice pass in vain, dear brother. We will not let it go. We will finish what you were after. We will get what you were denied. We will, folks. We will put these men out of office. We will take their power. We will win what you were slaughtered for. We're going back to Washington. We're going to demand to see the president, and I'm going to tell him that Jimmie was murdered by an administration that spends millions of dollars every day to sacrifice life in the name of liberty in Vietnam, yet lacks the moral will and the moral courage to defend the lives of its own people here in America. We will not let it go. And if he does not act, we will act. We will act. We will do it for all of our lost ones. All of those like Jimmie Lee Jackson who have gone too soon, taken by hate.
Well, we know Johnson can't see the full picture, so let's paint it for him. What are the specific hardships and humiliations we can address within the larger context of legislation?
What's your next move?
They march from Selma to Montgomery to protest and amplify.
Well, I'll be damned. This was always part of the plan, wasn't it? Provoke some tragedy in little old Selma, then go big. Get someone killed and march on the state capitol. Selma to Montgomery's got to be 50 miles. You march those people into rural Alabama, unprotected, it's got to be open season. It's too damn far and too damn dangerous.
Then propose new legislation, sir.
I can't do that this year. I won't. I told you.
We need your involvement here, Mr. President. We deserve your help as citizens of this country, citizens under attack.
You listen to me. You listen to me. You're an activist. I'm a politician. You got one big issue. I got 101. Now, you demanding more and put me on the spot with this visit, that's okay. That's your job. That's what you do. But I am sick and tired of you demanding and telling me what I can and what I can't do. You want my support on this voting thing? I need some quid pro quo from you.
What do you want, Mr. President?
We have a line on this, Martin.
I can't, Mr. President.
Can't or won't.
I came here hoping to talk to you about people. People are dying in the street for this. It cannot wait, sir.
Mr. President, how did it go? What can I do to help?
Give me J. Edgar Hoover.
You're mad because they called him in. We went here first and they called him in. I get it. I understand that. But if we are really and truly for the people, and the people of Selma chose him, well, then the people have spoken. And if they want to march, then I'm marching with them.
Hey, brother. You're marching as John Lewis.